Alrighty, so we're gonna go to where you would spawn in TDM because primarily we're focusing on that in this channel.
Free for all.
As always, you will
The fate
want
of
to
the free
take out your
world is in
pistol. You
your
can
hands.
typically spawn around here. Take out your pistol because you run faster, and we want to run mid-map like an absolute maniac that we are. So right off the bat, you have two choices. You could either rush this area if you are an SMG player, or you could run to this area if you are an Assault Rifle player. Both would work. The only thing is that if you come here, you have to wait until these people push you. And while you're waiting, they could be going a lot of different directions. And that's primarily the reason why I never come here off of the break. Instead, I push this side of the map, utilizing this beauty as a head glitch to challenge people that are going to be coming from that direction. And most of the time, I should say, that you see either LMG players or assault rifle players, sometimes snipers, going on that end and this end to challenge you. But most of the time, we're going to see people that are going to be rushing through this area, kind of either crossing here or coming through that area. And that's the reason why I was saying you want to come here, because you have so many different areas to check. And obviously you might say, hey Armin, you always tell us to not expose yourself to multiple lines of sight. And I would say, you know what? Thank you for paying attention, first of all. But second, yeah, you're right. But the thing is that if you check this and you don't see anyone, immediately you should be concerned with this. Because that's the only other place they can come from, right? If they're not up there, where else could they go? They could either go this side of the map, which we'll get to, but let's not jump ahead too much, or they're going to be coming from this side. So they either have to head glitch that, or they have to come through this area, push either that way, or come through this area. So by coming here, checking that real quick, and then just concerning yourself with this, you kind of eliminate that. You also could use this as a check spot, but the thing is, if you check this, you have to kind of shoulder both areas, which you could do. You know, you could kind of like shoulder both areas and kind of slide cancel between these two areas. But like I said, for some reason, this works better for me. And I think the primary reason is once you kind of gun people, you always find somebody rushing through that area, always, almost never fails. So this is an immediate gunfight that you can take. And then after that, you could either kind of come around this area and challenge people up there, or even better than that, if you gun people that are coming from that direction, you can actually just come here and go to their spawn. And spawn trapping in this map is beautiful because the spawns are super sticky, so they're still gonna spawn all the way in the back there. So once that's done and you gun people that are coming from this direction, just make sure that you give this a quick peek, because oh my god, there are so many different camping spots in this area. People camp up here, people just sit behind this pink little thing and just head glitch this all game. Kind of, you can shoot through this, they won't even see you. There's, like I said, so many different areas. And I'll get into the counter of if you're spawning on the other side and you're coming here, you want to challenge people on this side, how to do it. I actually prefer spawning on that side of the map, but anyway, I digress. So once that happens, you want to come up here, make sure that you hold this line of sight, and essentially all you're going to do is maneuver this area and this area, because they're spawning all the way in the back there. So they have two choices. They either have to rush you through here, which you can use this as a beautiful head glitch to gun them, especially with a accurate gun like the Krig. You can kind of gun them from that direction, and you can come here, kind of gun them from this direction as they're rushing you. Just make sure that you hold the lines of sights, because this is a long range map, as are most of the maps in this game. So make sure that you hold this as you come, and make sure that you're not coming around again like a bot, because we don't want to be a bot. We don't want to come around the corner and shoulder like this that you can get gunned. You want to come around and kind of slide cancel these, so that first of all you break the camera, and second, if there are multiple lines of sight that we're exposed to here, this is actually a pretty nasty spot. This thing covers you pretty well. I just discovered this. Anyway, so you want to kind of slide cancel this, because you can get to this area, and then you only have to get concerned with people that head glitch this or sit back there. Okay, So that's that side of the map, and obviously, like once that's done, like I said, you can either keep him in a spawn trap, or essentially just maneuver around and push this side, see if there's anybody that are coming from that direction and stuff. And I'm not gonna go through too much through this area. You could push this side, but it's just a pretty ratty play style, and we're not a bunch of assholes. So I've seen a lot of people just sit here and just wait for people to rush them, and then you can kind of push the vents here to go to the escalator area here. But like I said, we're not gonna play like that. Surprisingly enough, though, I actually don't mind pushing from this area either, because this you can use as a pretty good cover on both ends. And notice how I'm doing it. If I'm coming up these escalators and if I know people are going to be coming from that direction, I always want to use this as cover, so this side. But if you want to be super methodical about it, like I am most of the time, you have to be concerned with people pushing you from that direction and this direction. So you can kind of like just hang out in this area and just kind of head glitch this and head glitch that without having to expose too much of your body, because like I said, there's a lot of cover that you can come and utilize. Okay, so now let's go through what would happen if we are spawning on this side, which is actually better for me. So you take out your pistol, and instead of going to that area like everybody does as an assault rifle player, or even like a pretty decent SMG, you want to let slide off of that because it makes you go faster. Immediately take out your AR and hit glitch this. Almost every time you're going to catch somebody off guard that are pushing from that direction, because you get here way faster than they do. So make sure that you actually pre-aim that. And then all you have to do then is to be concerned with people that are pushing from here, which is almost all the time. So you have two choices. You can once you win this gunfight, and we don't lose our gunfights because we practice. I'm actually gonna make a series on how to improve your aim at Cold War, which I think everybody would appreciate. But anyway, once you win this gunfight, you can kind of maneuver this area, make sure that you're not gonna see anybody there. Almost never you see anybody going into the fountain area, which I don't know why, but hey, I'm not complaining too much. Less areas to be concerned with. But anyway, so you can come into this area, kind of give that a quick peek. Make sure that without checking this, you're not going to cross. You have to check this before you cross, because you see people that are going to be camping back there, camping here, and sometimes just in this general area. So before pushing this, you need to give this a quick peek, and then give this a peek. And like I said, you never want to come around the corner running just like this, because people camp here, and on top of this box, which I mean, good on them, honestly. It's a pretty good height advantage. So instead of doing that, you want to kind of slide cancel this door. Not like that. Oh my goodness gracious. I haven't warmed up today, so I apologize if my movement is a little bit clunky. But anyway, so you want to slide cancel this like that. And then instead of coming around the corner and aiming like a bot again, you want to slide cancel, dip out, slide cancel, dip out, because they have more cover than you do. So make sure that you're either using this to your advantage, or you're not going to come around like an absolute bot, because like I said, this they can use as a cover. They have a height advantage if they're camping in that corner and stuff like that, right? So the other thing that I'm going to say is, once you gun people, if you're spawning on that direction and you push this side, they are going to be spawning either all the way back there or down here. And honestly, all you have to do is to hold this area and this area. So you can kind of come here, give that a quick peek. If you don't see anyone, they're spawning all the way back there. And more often than not, instead of them coming through here, if they're spawning all the way back there, they're going to be coming from this direction. So you want to push this area either with an SMG pistol or even an assault rifle. Like I said, if you hit your shots, who cares, right? And then that's about it. That is really it for the rush routes on this map. And I'm just going to show you guys the most typical camp spot that every single absolute asshole of a player hangs out in. People put gas mines here, trip mines, and name all the newbie stuff in the game. And somebody's always going to be camping in this corner watching this elevator. And someone's always going to be up here just crouching, waiting for somebody to come down and just gun them. So just keep an eye out in this area. But I'm not going to teach you how to camp here, because we're not a bunch of campy gamers. We're good gamers. We're going to run around and gun people like a bunch of insane gamers. That's about it for this map. Thank you guys for your time today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, Subscribe to the channel. At the end of the day, we're here to make you better, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace.